I'm Josua Rine, licensed professional counselor, and this is what happens after you react, controlling the mental loop and stopping overthinking. Up to this point, we've been focused on what happens after the moment, after the conversation, after the reaction, after everything is done. But now we shift, because if you can't control the loop after the moment, you can start influencing what happens in the next one. And this is where it becomes real, because insight is useful, but application is what changes your life. The loop doesn't just live after the moment. It shows up inside the next one, in your tone, in your speed, and in your reactions. Because what you practiced after the last interaction shows up in the next one. For example, you walk into a conversation. You're already carrying something, a thought, a feeling, maybe a memory, something from before. And it shapes how you show up before anything even happens. Most people think that reactions happen instantly, but they don't. They feel instant because the buildup happened earlier. Your reaction starts before the moment, not during it. The key moment is there is always a point right before you react, a split second where something happens internally. Could be a thought, a feeling, maybe a shift in mood. And most people miss it because it's fast, but it is there. And here's what happens in that moment. You feel something rise. You feel the tension or frustration or becoming defensive. And then you respond without interruption. That's typically the pattern. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take everything from the loop and bring it into that moment. So this is a 3-step real-time control. Step 1 is notice the rise. You don't stop the reaction immediately. You simply just notice it. It might sound something like, that just hit something, or that's the moment. Step 2 is create space. You don't need a long pause, just enough. Could be a breath, could be a second. Whatever it is, that space interrupts the automatic response. And step 3 is you choose direction. Ask, how do I want to respond here? Not what do I feel like saying? Direction over impulse. So an example might be, someone says something sharp and you feel it. You say to yourself, that hit something. And then you pause. And then you say to yourself, I'm going to slow this down. Now your response changes, not because the situation changed, but because you did. This works because you're interrupting. You're interrupting the speed, and the speed is what drives reactivity. People make the common mistake to try to say the perfect thing, but that's not the goal. The goal is simple. It's to slow down the process, because slower responses are more controlled responses. Control is not found in having the perfect response. Control is creating enough space to choose your response. And this is where the loop matters. Because if you've been practicing awareness, structure, and better questions, you have something to use in that moment. If you haven't, you fall back to habit, what you've already trained. You don't rise to pressure. You fall to preparation. And the loop is your preparation. To go a little deeper, this is also where identity shifts. Because now you're not someone who, quote, tries to stay calm. You're just someone who slows down before responding, and that's different. If you want to build this skill and actually apply it in real conversations, go to pauseandrespond.com. That's where you'll find the book and workbooks designed to help train these processes. Because what we're looking for is more than awareness. We're looking for skills that help change our lives. Because this level of control is ultimately built through repetition, not your intentions. We all have good intentions, but people remember how we execute, not what we meant to do. This is episode 11 of What Happens After You React, controlling the mental loop and stop overthinking. If you're serious about gaining control after the moment and inside the next one, stay with this series. Because we break down how to stay consistent with this, even when emotions are high. Less reaction, more choice.